and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome to you, and thank you for stumbling by and finding me today. What I'm going to be doing is the November tarot reads, and it's going to be for the sign of Gemini. And what I normally do, if you are new to my channel, is I premeditate on the cards when I shuffle them, and that allows me then to do my added little bit of poetry at the end, which is always on one of these cards. So yeah, the cards I'll be using, I will drop the names of the decks in the description box below, because I do use quite a few with my monthly reads, guys. So without further ado then, my lovely Geminis, and I've got a card here this month, so I'll keep on track of who I'm reading for, because as you can appreciate, when you're reading for lots of signs, sometimes I get mixed up and slip out the wrong star sign. So that is going to try and keep me focused, my lovely gems. So I'm just going to move this card out the frame to start with, because I'll leave that till last, okay? So yeah, without further ado, I'm just going to get into the reading for you today, guys. So the theme of the month going into November, the first card that we need to concentrate on for you is nurture, the card of nurture, okay? So this is the key thing that you need to be looking at and focusing for yourself, Gemini. It's about taking time for you, taking stock of what's been going on around you previously, because obviously now we're coming towards winter period, towards the end of another year. 2019 is nearly coming to a close in another couple of months, well, in another month actually, so not far away. So it's a reflection, okay? I feel some of my Geminis will be taking the time out to reflect on everything that they have actually, you know, endured over the previous months. And then the other cards that came out was the compass and the talisman, okay, gems. So the compass card to me is just about symbolising a reset button on certain aspects of your life. And as I said, with the nurture card coming in, gems, it's about reflection, because this person here is just, you know, gazing into the water, you know, looking at their own reflection. So I do feel, as I said, it's a time going into November to reflect about certain things that have gone on and that have already happened in your life. And it could be a lot of changes as well. I feel some of my Geminis have lost direction a little bit and realise that they need to make certain changes in their life to put them on the right path. Because having the talisman card come out here, okay, I just feel it's a new start on a lot of things that will be happening for my lovely Geminis. You are being guided as well, because if we look at the talisman card, we've got a lantern here, and it's as though she's been starting a new pathway and being guided as well, I feel, Gemini. So, you know, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but this is the general collective energy that I've got with my lovely Geminis going into November. It's about self-healing as well, because I do feel some of my gems may be feeling a bit fragile again of all what's been happening. Now, whether this is to do with the relationship as well, because having the compass card out, it is literally finding your bearings, a reset button as I call it, and it's taking stock of everything. So there could be some of my Geminis here who are actually starting out, venturing out, okay, on a new pathway within finishing one relationship and just starting off again now on the single path, okay? So it could be to do with that. And again, it could also be about resetting the compass for moving. Some of my Geminis may be in the process of thinking, you know, I'm not happy here anymore. I need to start looking for somewhere else to live. So it could be that scenario as well. So I do feel it's a whole month of reflection, gems, looking at everything in your life that's not serving you at the moment. And I do see this, you know, getting your bearings. I just keep getting this message of you need to find your bearings, okay? Because even with the talisman card here, having the light it's like you're trying to have a guided light, trying to find your way. So I do feel some of my Geminis are feeling this big time. So as we open up the reading a little bit more, guys, we've got movement and belonging. So with the movement card, it's as though some of my Geminis need to take, like, it's going up onto higher ground, you know, and you say, you know, you need to get yourself onto higher ground so you can survey what's around you. And again, this is the energy I'm feeling. It's like some of my Geminis are trying to see that higher view, take the higher vision in something, okay? And it also means movement, changing. And that's why I said with the compass, it's like resetting the compass, resetting a new pathway, because I do feel that some of my Geminis, you know, are reflecting, have reflected on things that have gone on recently, and it's a new beginning, you know, and I do feel movement of change, and that's why the movement card came out. And with the belonging card, okay, I feel this. Some of my Geminis might be sitting up at night time, you know, all these things and thoughts are going through their head. So they, you know, I do feel that some of my Geminis have been having sleepless nights as well, you know, sitting up with the lights on at night, and all these things have been going through their mind. It's not going to, as I said, resonate with everybody, but this is the energies that I'm just picking up on a collective here, that I do feel that some of my Geminis are feeling that calling. It's like a calling, knowing that there's another path that is awaiting them, and it's just about taking stock of this now, reflecting, nurturing that thought as well. And also it could be, you know, some of my Geminis could have had health issues, you know, over the last couple of months, and now it's saying the compass is being reset. You've got the energy now to go back out and pick up from where you left off and get back on the path. Movement, you know, starting to get in your life moving again, because it could be that some of my Geminis had to put their life on a hold because of a health reason, okay? So that's what I was picking up as well with those cards. And then we had out the card of Justice and the Five of Earth. And with these cards, guys, I just felt it was some of my Geminis here will be getting information come through where they've been waiting on legal matters. And I do feel that, you know, the justice will be served, and you'll be getting information going into the end of November to the start of December, okay? And also it's about reaping what we've sown. So coming into the end of November, I do feel that some of my Geminis will be splashing out on something or other. I feel that they've been really savvy through the previous months, putting a little bit away, savings. So I do feel that some of my Geminis have been saving for a trip away for the Christmas period, okay? So it's about reaping now what you've been saving up over the last few months. I also feel as well that it's letting go in another aspect. As I said before, on the relationship side, I do feel that some of my Geminis will be letting go of a relationship that has actually stopped them growing as a person themselves. So as I see here with the Five of Earth, I just see the release of something here, okay? And I do feel that is on the romantic side of the reading, because obviously there's a collective side that I read for, and there's also the romantic element. So I feel that some of my Geminis may have been in a relationship where they've felt a bit stifled, where they haven't been able to grow as a person in their own true light, okay? But releasing that negative relationship, then you are going to be going and stepping into your own power, Gems, coming into the end of November, start of December. So again, with the romantic side of things, it's also about reflecting, you know, looking at something, a relation, you know, taking into stock that there was a relationship broken down here, and you are now venturing out on your own. And it is a scary path, you know, especially if you've been in a relationship, you know, for, you know, over 6 months, and then it's all broken down, and obviously it's quite raw to you. But in releasing that, it's going to allow you to grow, Gem. It's going to allow new opportunities to come in. But like I say, on the collective with the Justice card, I just feel it's a winning there, a victory for somebody, and it's news coming in, guys, that you know, it is going to be good news on that score for you. So the last card that came out was when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Okay, so it's a full complete cycle here. As I said, I feel the Geminis that are going into the month of November, there is a lot of change, a lot of reflection, a lot of resetting that button, you know, resetting the compass, okay? Just finding a new direction, a new pathway, because I do feel, you know, that some of my Geminis are going to be finding themselves on new territory, on new ground. As I said, I feel some of you may be looking to move where you are at the moment. You're not happy in the environment that you're in. You are sitting up on a night time, you know, worrying about certain aspects as well. I feel some of my Geminis are worrying about things at the moment because they know that their life isn't as they want it at the moment, okay? So it's about nurturing, guys. It's about total reflection as you go into November, early part of December. So the little few words I had for you, my lovely Geminis, I actually wrote this for you, and it says, time to hit the reset button, time to move on to better things. You feel such a passionate calling to the tune of changing winds. Time to reap what you've sown. Stand true in your own power. Nothing ventured, nothing gained to achieve your finest hour. Okay, so yeah, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And this is where I think the movement card comes in. And it's just saying, with the card that was pulled out at the start, you know, it is a time for reflection. It is a time to step out in your own power, guys, okay? And take the reins back, because again, with the horse on, it's like getting your life back on track. And sometimes we do have to take ourselves up to higher ground to assess what is, you know, taking a snapshot of our life and then trying to work out, you know, what needs changing, hitting that reset button and then starting again on a new path. But I do feel that some of my Geminis are being guided as well. And with those, with the relationship splits, as I said, I feel it's, you need to let go of that. If you haven't let go of it at the moment and this is how you're feeling, I feel that you are being stifled. Excuse me, you're being stifled in that relationship and it's not allowing you to be the person you are, and you have felt unhappy, and it's not worth staying in a relationship, is it, guys, if you're not happy yourself? So that's what I was feeling there. So what I want to do now is I'm going to pull out a little charm this month, just to see. Well, actually, before I pull the charms out, I have got my ribbons here as well, so I'm going to do the ribbons actually before I do the charm. So I've got loads of different coloured ribbons in here. So Gem, I'm just going to have a little swirl around for you and just have a look what comes out with the actual ribbon. So yeah, let's just have a scrummage around and just see. Okay, oh, that's a nice ribbon. So yeah, here, the ribbon here, okay, it's very, very shiny, and I do feel that ribbon there for me, for you Gemini, the message is it's time to shine, okay? It's time to get yourself back in the spotlight, because I feel some of my Geminis have sort of, you know, found it quite difficult at the moment, recently, sorry. They've found it quite difficult in the months gone by, and they just haven't felt themselves, okay, because of all what's been going on. Those in the relationships, like I said, I feel you've been stifled. You haven't been, you know, your personality has been suppressed, okay? I feel that, you know, Geminis are happy, jokey, make people laugh, bubbly people, but I feel that I'm picking up with some Geminis who've been in a relationship and they've just felt their shine, they've lost their shine, you know, by this person who's been around them. It could also be in a work aspect as well, you know, where you haven't been able to shine. You haven't been able to express the personality, be the person you are, okay? So this is why I feel this ribbon has come out here for you guys. It's just a message to say you need to be shining again. You need to be stepping in your own power, okay? And being the person that you remember that you were. you know, that's quite a strong statement for me to say, but this is what I'm feeling, you know, that some of my Geminis haven't been shining for who they really are. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up there. So I'm just going to give the charms a little shake up. Okay, if you're new to my channel, then there's quite a lot of little charms in here, and I just like to pick one out to accompany my monthly reads. So yeah, I've got both elements in this month, guys. I just thought it was nice with the ribbons and to bring the charms in. So, okay, so the charm I've got here then, okay, is the angel wing coming out. Now, if you have a look on this card here, it fits in perfectly with the actual card itself. So it's just saying here, you are being protected, Gemini, at the moment, and it's just to know that there is love around you, okay? There is divine love around you, and you are being guided at the moment. And this is why you may be, you know, sitting there thinking, why am I feeling like this? Okay, it's because it's the universe's way of trying to get your attention, that there is things that you need to address. Okay, they know you're feeling low at the moment. They know there's areas of your life, guys, that isn't working for you. So it also can be just to be mindful as well that spirit is around you. Look for signs, okay? I always think when this charm comes out, it's about looking for signs as well from the spirit world, from loved ones that have passed recently as well, okay? It could be numbers that come up. It could be when you're in your car and you turn your radio on and a certain tune appears that may take you back to when you were a child, okay? It might take you back to an area where you were born, and that's where you feel that, you know, with the moving and everything, you want to go back to your roots. So be mindful, just keep, you know, your eyes and your ears for these little signs that may start to come up for you, okay? In the end of November, going into December. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I bought a new deck of cards last month, and I did do a walkthrough on them because they were absolutely beautiful, and it was the Sacred Spirit reading cards by Anna Stark. Normally I use my Terry Foss cards, but because these are quite new to me, I just thought I'd tie up this reading and get an affirmation card for you from here, Gemini. So I'm just going to give these a quick shuffle now, and we'll just get a card to go with you. I've done them with some signs and not with others, but I've just felt like where I need a little bit of extra affirmation, I have used these cards, and I do feel I want to get an extra card out for you guys. So let's have a look what we've got here. So what have we got for the lovely gems? Quite big cards these are actually to shuffle. I'm going to take that one there. So let's have a look then, Gem, what we've got here. And we have the third eye, reclaim your mind, okay? So this is what I feel, the energy, you know, the little bit of unsettled energy I was feeling that was around you, Gemini. And it's, as I said, you need to start looking at things that no longer serve you. You need to declutter your mind as well. You know, with this card here where I said I feel like some of my Geminis have been sitting up at night worrying about things going, you know, round in your mind. So it's just about saying here, you need to start decluttering your mind, focusing on the areas of your life that, as I said, no longer serve you. So that's why this card, I feel, has come out as an affirmation for you. It is about saying, you know, third eye vision, just decluttering and getting some clarity back in your life, guys. So as I say, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but I hope you can take something from that reading today, my lovely gems, and I'll look forward to reading to you next time. Take care then. Bye.